So I recently bought a multi-$1,000 personal branding coaching program. Some of you might ask, why did I do that? And I would say that I needed the accountability, I needed the community around me, and I need structured ways to implement information to get results in a way that feels certain to me. I feel like when you're building things by yourself, yes, you can figure it out through trial and error, but you're just wasting your own time if you're not leveraging other people's expertise to save yourself that time because they've done it for other people, done it with other people, done it for themselves, and so on. So I paid $4,000+ to get a coaching program. The coaching program is called Amplify. It's by a guy called Alfie Gets Hard on Instagram, or Alfie the Creator. Okay, those are his two accounts. So I've been inside for going on 7 days now, and I wanted to share 15 tips that I've learned about personal branding so far and what I would have told myself just a week ago if I knew what I knew now, all right? The 15 tips, I'm gonna rapid fire them because I don't have 30 minutes to create a video here, so let's get right into them. Number one, the start of your content creation journey is 100% trial and error. You need to do a lot of reps, test many different styles, emulate and recreate people's posts that you like. Depending on the platform you're on, this is gonna look different. So if you're on YouTube, it's gonna be maybe medium to long form. If you're on Instagram or TikTok, it's gonna be short form video. If you're on Twitter, it's gonna be short form or medium form writing, and so on and so forth. So choose the platform, know your niche, of course, but then start creating immediately. Just start throwing shit out there because no one is gonna see you at the beginning, so you can fail to nobody. And by the time you get good enough to have people around, you'll be good enough because you just keep failing. Show up, it's all trial and error. Keep learning from your reps, deliberately practice, and find someone who you can emulate so you're not learning everything by yourself. Number two is to do intentional reps. Reflect on your results and your feedback from other people and from your own self. What did you learn? What did you have the most fun creating? Figuring this out will help you a lot, because if you can find an idea capturing in a content creation method that's fun for you, you'll be more consistent, you'll keep doing it for longer, and that's ultimately what's gonna lead to success. Tip number three is to do exactly what your coaches and mentors advise. If you get a coach as a personal trainer for fitness, if you get a coach for business, do exactly what they advise. Earn the right to iterate. Don't take their information and immediately do what you wanna do. Take their information, apply it, and based on what you learn, you can iterate after that. So earn the right to iterate. Do exactly what your coaches say to do. And when you're learning, 80-20, 80-20. Action is 80%, 20% is learning. You just want to learn in the mornings or in the nights, and the rest of the time you want to be applying what you learned. All right, 80-20, 20% learning, 80% of your time is on action. Tip number four for personal branding is positioning matters the most. Positioning, okay? Deciding whether your position is going to be a documentation type personal brand or an authority type personal brand. Positioning matters the most because sequence dictates whether a personal brand is going to succeed or fail. Documentation means you are going somewhere that is desirable for other people and they're going to come along with you. Maybe you're going to read 20 books this month. Maybe you're going to get a six-pack this year, and so on and so forth. You're documenting the journey towards some goal. This is useful for a lot of people who aren't authority figures in any space yet, but they want to achieve things. On the authority side, it's if you have done something already. If you're a doctor, if you have credentials in some area, if you're already a personal trainer, nutritionist, you're an authority figure in that space. The positioning matters the most because sequence matters with personal branding. It changes the tone and voice you speak in when you are being an authority versus a documentation person. Right now, I'm not an authority figure in personal branding, but I'm sharing something about personal branding. So instead of, for example, saying this is how you personal brand, I'm telling you this is how I'm going to personal brand. And that's what all these tips are for. They're really for me, but I hope that they help somebody else build their own brand. And when I say sequence matters, I just mean that positioning dictates the ideas you capture and the way that you present those ideas through your content. So if you get the positioning wrong, you got the foundation of your entire brand wrong. Okay, positioning dictates whether a personal brand fails or succeeds. Get that right first. Decide if you're a documentation personal brand or an authority before you ever start capturing ideas and creating content. Tip number five is to leverage mentors as much as you can. Find people who are good at things and ask them questions about that thing that they're good at. Nobody is good at everything. Everybody is extremely good at something when it comes to people who are authority figures in any space. Health, fitness, wealth, business, relationships, whatever it is. Find mentors who are good at something and ask them about that thing. Take their advice and immediately use it. Come back to them and ask for more. Every mentor loves a good student. Tip number six, documentation is powerful for holding yourself accountable. If you're documenting the journey towards some goal publicly every single day, you will be more likely to stick to that goal and to see it through to the end because you're being watched by the public and you know that. And on this note as well, documentation is very useful, but only if you get vulnerable and you're being honest with yourself about where you are and where you want to go, and you're being honest with the audience about where you are and where you want to go. Okay, documentation is powerful because it builds relatability, and relatability will be one of the greatest tools you'll have to build trust into people. When you build trust with people, they are willing to buy from you. Okay, documentation is powerful only if you're honest, consistent, and have one clear goal that you're going for. Number 7 is simplicity is key. Simplicity is the ally, the friend to progress. Complexity is the enemy to progress. This is something I learned from the coaches and people who already have brands that are performing inside of the Amplify community. Simplicity is key. They stick to one thing and they share that relentlessly. They, instead of showing the 100% of who they are through their brand, they show the 10% that matters, that they want to build their brand around. Lots of people are fitness creators. Lots of people are travel creators. And are those travel creators also readers and have relationships and communicators and all these things? Yes, probably, but we don't know that. They share travel. Okay, they stick to the 10% that they want to build their brand around. Simplicity is key for you because it helps you move quicker. It helps you be consistent. And I told you, as simple as you can make it is as simple as it's going to be to create. And if it's simple to create, you'll keep doing it. And if you keep doing it, you'll stick to it long enough to succeed. Okay, simplicity is key. One niche, one platform you post on, one format of content, one way to capture ideas, one time you post, one what they call ICP, which is ideal customer profile, and one USP, which is what makes you unique in that niche. Okay, so decide your niche, decide what makes you specifically unique in that niche, and decide who you are speaking to. If you know those things and then you keep it as simple as possible to create and post content, you will go far and you will go fast. Tip number 8 is content is just ideas. Content creation is the storytelling of those ideas to your audience, all right? There are only 3 execution frameworks, is what they call them in Amplify, and we're talking about Instagram here. Ideally, you're gonna be posting on Instagram because you can get a lot of reps there, you can grow very fast there, there's a lot of benefits to Instagram, which I'll go into in a different time. But on Instagram, there are only 3 ways to execute on an idea to actually tell the story of it. And those 3 ways are visual, verbal, and written. You can either do it through writing, you could do it through verbally speaking it, or you can do it through visual storytelling. Those are the only 3 ways to present an idea. So you're just gonna capture ideas and connect them to a winning format and post that content. But remember, content is just ideas. Content creation is the storytelling of those ideas. And on that note, content, ideas, and winning formats are completely separate. They are not the same thing. Meaning, when you see somebody's viral video and it's done with visuals, you can recreate that with writing. You can recreate it with speaking. When you see someone's viral writing, you can recreate it with speaking or with video, visuals. So knowing that content ideas and content formats are disconnected allows you to be more creative instead of trying to mirror everybody. If you mirror people, you're just a worse version of the real thing. Okay, don't mirror, recreate people's ideas. Tip number 10 is the better idea capturing system you have, the better and easier it will be to make your content. Your content will improve and it will become easier to make if you have a better system for capturing ideas. So figure out how you want to capture ideas and stick to it, whether that's books, conversations with people, podcasts, or something else. So decide the way you want to capture ideas and then create a Notion folder or a note on your phone and capture all your ideas there. Create hooks out of the ideas and create content from those ideas and hooks. All right, make it as simple as possible, just like I said earlier, but the better your system gets for capturing ideas, the better and faster it will be to make content. Tip number 11, kind of going back to what I said earlier, there is only 3 ways to create content after you have the ideas. The 3 formats are visual, verbal, and written. But on this note, you might ask, well, which one do I go with? And what I would tell you is to choose one to stick with at the beginning. This is what I'm doing. I'm just doing verbal storytelling right now. I'm just taking ideas and I'm turning them into verbal storytelling reels, okay? And the reason is you can master one many times faster than you can master 3 at once, okay? So master 1 at a time. Later, you can get good at all 3, but just choose one to go with and master it at first. And one of my favorite ways that I learned from a coach in Amplify to choose your winning format at the beginning is to decide which one is the most natural to you to go learn. What is your natural inclination to do a lot? Is it verbal? Do you talk a lot? Is it written? Do you write a lot? Or is it storytelling with pictures and videos? Okay, this is what a coach in Amplify told me. She said, everybody responds to the text, how's your day, in a different way. Some people send pictures of their day. Some people write a long text telling people how their day was. And some people send a voice note. Which one is your style of response to that question? How was your day? If somebody texted you that, maybe your mom, maybe your friend, how would you respond? Would you send a picture? Would you send a voice memo? Or would you send some writing? Okay, use that way to create content for the first 30 days in a row. Tip number 12 is that good ideas are simply relevant and engaging to your target audience. Relevant meaning closely related to what you post all of the time. Okay, that's relevant. And engaging meaning they hook and hold your audience's attention. Tip number 15 is that building a brand is not about posting random content. It is about storytelling, consistently posting, and consistently giving value to your target audience based on your brand's positioning. Okay, that is building a brand. It is not random posting of content. It is posting in alignment with your brand's positioning all of the time. If it does not align with your brand, do not post it. You can't be Nike and then post something about journaling one day just because you feel like it. Okay, it's Nike. You got to keep the brand on brand. That's how you're going to grow. This is one of the most important things you can do for anybody's brand, and I'm going to give you a really big tip at the end of this video based on this one. Tip number 15 or 16, I forget now, is to focus on your story, your USP and your ICP first before you start posting content a lot. Okay, your story is going to be based on your transformation. Where were you 2, 3, or 5 years ago? Where are you today? That story and how you connect those dots is going to be the story you can take your audience on. Or if you're documenting, where are you now and where do you want to go? That is your story. So get that clear before you start posting a lot, because that's how you're going to build your brand. Your USP is what makes you unique from that story and in your niche. And your ICP is who are you speaking to? Who are you helping? Is it 18-year-old men? Is it 40-year-old moms? Those are going to be very different ways that you make content in the way that you speak to them. In the final bonus tip, I forget what number we're on, but this is building off that last one. And this is the most important thing I learned this week, which is called content sustainability. Content sustainability. It is the idea that you build a system of capturing ideas and turning them into content consistently that's moving in the direction that you want to take your brand. Okay? That is content sustainability. All of your content should be going in one direction so that you create what the coaches in Amplify call content sustainability. If executed correctly, you create binge-worthy content, meaning they find one of your reels that went viral, they can go to your account and scroll all your reels and they're all in alignment with that reel. It's not a one-off viral post that when they go to your account, you talk about something completely different. They don't want a viral fitness post and then they go to your account and all you talk about is relationships. All your content should be moving in one direction. You should have a system to consistently capture ideas and turn those into content, all moving in one direction, because you'll create content sustainability for yourself to avoid burnout, which is terrible for content creators, because when you burn out, whether it's on your ideas mentally or physically, when you burn out, you stop posting. When you stop posting, you stop reaching your target audience. And when you stop reaching them, your content starts to die out. Your whole business collapses if you stop posting. So you need content sustainability. And if you execute this correctly, you'll create binge-worthy content that people will want to go watch all of your content when they find that one viral reel. All right? Those are 15 or 17 of the best tips I've learned in my first week inside of Amplify. I just wanted to document this for myself, share them with you, and I hope that you found something useful. I'll see you guys next week for the next documentation, and I will probably make another video showing what I've actually done with these tips. All right? See you later, guys. Have a great night. Peace.